According to USNI News Fleet and Marine Tracker, the Nimitz Carrier Strike Group is operating in the South China Sea, and the Makin Island Amphibious Ready Group is operating in the Sulu Sea. Meanwhile, the People's Liberation Army Navy Shandong Carrier Strike Group continues to conduct training patrols in the Pacific.
The Nimitz Carrier Strike Group is operating in the South China Sea and conducting training exercises between surface, air, and subsurface assets, as well as flight operations with fixed-wing and rotary-wing aircraft, according to a Navy news release issued on Sunday. The Nimitz Carrier Strike Group is fulfilling our commitment to allies and partners in the region. We're not going anywhere, Rear Admiral Christopher Sweeney, commander of Carrier Strike Group 1, said in the release. Our presence in the region strengthens open sea lanes of communication and the rules-based international order. Our commitment to allies and partners in the region remains strong as we promote a free and open Indo-Pacific. This is the third time the CSG has operated in the South China Sea during its Indo-Pacific deployment, the release notes. CSG Nimitz was deployed from the West Coast on December 3 and entered the U.S. 7th Fleet on December 16. Previously, the CSG operated in the East China Sea and Philippine Sea after departing Busan, Korea on April 2 following a port visit. The CSG participated in a three-way exercise with the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force and Republic of Korea Navy in the East China Sea in early April. The current composition of the CSG in the South China Sea is the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz, CVN-68, with carrier air wing CV Galu, 17 the cruiser U.S. Bunker Hill, TG-52, and the destroyers U.S. Decatur, DDG-73, and U.S. Wayne E. Meyer, DDG-108. The destroyer U.S. Chung Hoon, DDG-93, which is part of the CSG, arrived in Subic Bay, Philippines on Saturday for a port visit, while the remaining destroyer in the CSG, U.S. Paul Hamilton, DDG-60, was deployed to the U.S. 5th Fleet Area of Operations and departed Eilat, Israel on Thursday following a port visit. The Makin Island Amphibious Ready Group ARG, consisting of the U.S. Makin Island LHD-8, U.S. Anchorage LPD-23, U.S. John P. Murtha, LPD-26, and the 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit, is currently in the Philippines as part of the U.S. Philippines Balakitan exercise that began on April 11. The exercise involves more than 17,500 troops from several countries. On Sunday, the Makin Island conducted exercises in the Sulu Sea, off the coast of Palawan with Philippine Navy vessels. The Makin Island ARG completed its participation in the U.S. Orcas Sanyon 2023 exercise on April 3 and headed to the Philippines to begin Balakitan. On Monday, the destroyer U.S. Benfold, DDG-65, the JMSDF JS Atago, DDG-177, and the Orocan Orocas Yolgakya, IDDG-992, conducted another trilateral ballistic missile defense exercise in the Sea of Japan. The exercise aimed to test the network connection and sharing of ballistic missile information between the three Aegis-equipped destroyers and enhance their tactical and combined abilities against ballistic missiles, according to a JMSDF news release. Repeated ballistic missile launches, including ICBMs by North Korea, are a significant threat to the peace and security of Japan, East Asia, and the international community, which is unacceptable, the release stated. The three countries last conducted a ballistic missile defense exercise in the Sea of Japan on February 22 in response to North Korea's missile launch. Monday's exercise was conducted following separate B-52 bomber flights on Friday over South Korea and Japan in response to North Korea's Thursday launch and test of a new solid-fuel intercontinental ballistic missile. Meanwhile, Japan continues to track the Shandong CSG, with the Joint Staff Office, JSO, of the Ministry of Defense issuing a release on Monday detailing the location and composition of the CSG from April 10 to Sunday, along with the total number of flight activities conducted by the CSG during that period. The Japanese destroyers GS Sazanami, DD-113, and GS Asagiri, DD-151, followed the CSG plan. The Shandong CSG conducted 140 launches and recoveries of its J-15 fighter jets and 70 takeoffs and landings of helicopters during that period, according to the JSO. Japanese Air Self-Defense Force fighter jets were scrambled in response to the J-15 launches. The location and composition of the CSG are as follows.